Be a part of history and subscribe to my 2 YouTube channels and join the 100,000 pharaohs that exist. And of course, follow me on Twitch as I create a radio station from the ground up. They ain't never seen a young black reporter coming like this. Mr. Telepharaoh TV, how's everybody doing? All right, so let me just throw it out there. I don't judge tapes off first listen. That's just not what I do. I don't judge tapes off first listen. It's too early in the ball game. I try to personally go listen to a tape on my phone. Then I like to listen to a tape in the car, different vibe. Then I like to hear a tape in the club and then give it like a week. And then I make some assumptions. You know what I mean? I just don't judge tapes upon first listen. You never know. There's no way to listen to all the entendres, if there is one or some. If there's no way to listen to all the elements, the production. There's no way to listen to that first time through, not second time through. It takes time. I usually don't do reviews and stuff like that at least to a week after, right? But there are some standout things to this new Culture 2 tape from the Migos. Now, to put in perspective, I'm a big Migos fan, right? I think they're the biggest group in the last decade. Rap, R&B, whatever you want, you know what I mean? They're the biggest group, and I have nothing but respect. Again, I said rap and R&B, not in the pop world, but I have nothing but respect for the Migos. Love their music, but they just dropped Culture 2, and there are some things that we got to point out. Yo, 24 songs is a lot of music, and I got people out there hitting me up saying, yo, this is trash. Telepharaoh, get on the platform and say it's trash. I won't do that, but I'll admit 24 songs is a lot of music, but I'll combat that with this. There's no downfall to doing more songs. Yo, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the era of streaming. We are in the era of streaming, meaning the more songs, the more times your album is in the car when, you know what I mean, when people playing their head to the club, the more times your album is playing when people are getting dressed. Y'all know the girls gotta have to turn up music when they getting dressed. Your music is running through like a big old playlist. So instead of curating a playlist with just random songs, you can just play that whole Migos album. Now, when I did listen to it the first time, there are records that stand out. A lot of people are like, yo, it's Culture 1 without the hits. I won't say that. Again, you don't know what's going to be a hit record yet. And by the way, though Motorsport is not bigger than Bad and Bougie, it's a hit. Like, don't downplay it at all. They still led with a hit. Now, we upped them expectations because of Bad and Bougie, but who can make another Bad and Bougie? That's why we call it Bad and Bougie. It was that joint was out of there. Right? People telling me they don't got hit. I see some hits. That Walk It Like I Talk It with Drake is definitely a hit. There are some records that they got that could be hits. The Stir Fry song is the record of All-Star Weekend. That song's gonna pick up a lot in the next month or so. We'll see. They might have like 5 to 6 hits, just like on Culture 1. They got hits on this project. There will be a lot of club bangers. You gotta hear these records in the club, man. It's a different vibe when you see a chick twerking with the record with the Migos in the background. It's just a different energy. Right, so I won't agree with the hits part. I'll give you the watered down. I won't call it trash, but a lot of these records do sound the same. As a matter of fact, somebody salute to my dog Stan. He pointed this out. Yo, y'all go do me a favor. Go do Telepharaoh a favor. Go play the record from Culture 1 Deads. Y'all remember that record? Fresh out the Deads. Came out the Deads off Culture 1, right? Go play. And I mean, do this back to back. I mean, literally, go play, open it up. Literally, that record is open it up, open it up. So we got Fresh Out the Desert in 2017, and in 2018 we got open it up, open it up. So last year we had them dead, and now we trying to get them to open the casket. I don't know. It's the same chorus, bro. It's a lazy chorus. And I think that is the reality of the situation. A lot of people believe the Migos have gotten lazy. You can't tell me, if you didn't know what was first between Culture 1 and Culture 2, and you heard both of these albums, you couldn't tell the difference. It's the same type vibe. One just has more songs. And people do theme type projects all the time. Don't get me wrong, and they do several of the series, but there is no growth in the Migos from Culture 1 to Culture. They just threw 24 more songs out there, and they're just getting lazy with the choruses. It's not as catchy as The Birds. You know what I mean? Handsome, man. Well, it's not as catchy, nowhere near. It's just lazy. Where's that Hannah Montana? That was creative, different. Hannah Montana. We had never heard anything like that. Now we're getting the same Offset verses about Petite. We're getting the same Quavo. It seems like he said that every verse. Takeoff kind of been coming with it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But at the end of the day, it's a group effort. And I understand people's frustration. And it's out there, ladies and gentlemen. You got a lot of Migos fans that would never say a bad thing about them. But there are a lot of people who like, yo, what is this? Yo, where's the growth? And these 3 young men are nominated for a Grammy. I'm so proud of them and their success. So if you're them, why change the formula? It's working for you. The streams are going to be high. They're going to do over 100K first week. They did over 100K last time, first week of Culture, even though that was kind of driven by Bad and Bougie. This one will do over 100K because everybody's going to listen to it, and you got a lot of Migos fans out there. But I do think it's something to be said about the product that they're delivering to the people. There's no growth in the music. I've been saying that about the Migos for quite some time. Also, the QC tape that they delivered about a month or 2 ago with the Ice Tray joint on it, yo, you can't do that. That's bad business. QC, that's on QC. Y'all got to figure out a different time frame to drop that tape. You can't water down the Culture 2. The money that the Migos are going to make is not off the QC tape. Their biggest audience, they're doing interviews for this Culture 2 tape. That's where everybody's eyes are going to be at. You can't water that down with the QC tape, right? You can't. That's ridiculous. Offset dropped the tape with 21 Savage. Couple records that I really like on it. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a classic. You know, Quavo did the joint tape with Travis Scott. I really don't like that one at all. That's just me personally. That's my opinion. Takeoff now has a joint tape with Lil Yachty. I actually think the sound might be a little different, more than anything that we've accustomed to hearing from the Migos on that tape. But at the same time, that's a lot of Migos music to consume. Over 100 records in a calendar year, a lot of music to consume. And a lot of people out there are saying this is trash, watered down. I'll say give it a week and go to the club and hear it. If you ain't go to a club to listen to a Migos album, I don't know if I could take your critique seriously. And also, I want you to understand this. When I judge a Migos album, I know y'all heard me be critical of other albums. They have to make up in the hits department. Like the way I judge music, you gotta have some cohesiveness. You gotta have a message in your project. But if you get like a 10, right, in the hits department, you can make up for something you got like a 3 or 4 in it. So they're not gonna have, for me grading this album, I know for a fact off top, there's not gonna be any, on my grading scale, the creativity in this project is at an all-time low because it sounds just like the previous project. But if they can deliver 5 or 6 hits, it becomes undeniable. And that's what they did with Culture 1. It became undeniable because every record sounded good. You can go down that thing and pretty much play every one of those records in the club. We will see. I'm listening to the people that they're telling me to talk about this, and I agree, yes, Culture 2 could have been better than what it is from a creative standpoint, but you got to give these projects time. If you're going to say it's trash off the rim, I don't know if I can take you seriously because we're only a day, not even a whole day. We're like 12 hours into the project. Give it time, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Teleferro TV, thank you for the time, love, support. What y'all think about that Culture 2 album? I want your opinions in the comment section for sure. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. Salute. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliferro.com, shawty.